It's here. It's come. Today is the last day of Booktube-A-Thon 2017. Just got home from work. John and I got an obscene amount of Taco Bell. So we're gonna eat, and then I'm gonna look and see what the challenges are for tonight. And I don't wanna fucking not do the last challenge. Who would I be? What would this be? I read 20 pages of The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas today while I was at work on my lunch. I'm hoping to get some more read before bed tonight. But first, Taco Bell and the Vampire Diaries with this hunk. It is time to check the last video challenge of Booktube-A-Thon 2017. I'm a little emotional.
My name is Ariel from the channel Ariel Beset. I run this whole shebang, and today's final video challenge is to tell me a story about a book that means a lot to you, or a reading experience that means a lot to you. I love the crazy video challenges, and every year I do the book domino challenge because it's insane and wild, but this year I really wanted to focus down on why reading means so much to us. This crazy week of reading really reminds me of why I love the reading community, how powerful books are, how powerful we are.
Why am I crying? Alright, so this is like a laid back challenge. Doesn't require me being in front of my shelves. Doesn't require me running around doing a bunch of stuff. I guess since tomorrow is the boy who lives birthday, I'm gonna tell a Harry Potter story. Because who would I be if I didn't tell a Harry Potter story? So I saw the first movie before I read the books. The first Harry Potter film came out when I was 5 years old. So my grandpa took my brother and I to go see it, and it was like opening weekend, and the movie theater was handing out these like lightning bolt like temporary tattoos. I remember I tried to like put it on my forehead because I wanted to have it on my forehead, and my grandpa was like, no, put it on your arm or something. And so my brother and I like put them on the inside of our arms so we could still feel like we were a part of something. But I started reading the books after I saw the first film, and every year just the new books. At that point, I think by the time the first movie had come out, I think the fourth book had come out. The third or fourth book. I can't remember off the top of my head. I do know that I bought a copy of Order of the Phoenix at my school's book fair, and it was my prized possession, and somebody stole it from me. And it was gone for weeks, and I mourned the loss of, I mourned it like a family member had died, or like my sister had been kidnapped or something. Like I sulked around the house. I was so distraught. I cried for days. I remember I went to school and I was like, my book's missing, and I searched everybody's desks, everybody's little cubby holes where their lunches were. I was a woman determined to get my book back. This was family. The summer before 6th grade, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows came out. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows was believed to be the final book in this series. And if you're like me, you do consider it the final book in the series, and you ignore that Cursed Child ever happened. I was so excited. This was everything that I had hoped for. It was everything I was waiting for. The closest Barnes & Noble to my childhood home was about 30 minutes away at a mall. All the Barnes & Nobles were way out of the way, and I couldn't go to one of like the crazy Barnes & Noble release parties because I'm 10, and my mom's not going to drive me 30 minutes away for a midnight premiere for a book. You know, like it was a stretch to ask, especially since we'd have to drive back and all that jazz. But I found out that my local Kroger, which was a mere 5 minutes away from my house, was hosting a Harry Potter release party. Now, I'm pretty sure Kroger is just a Midwest thing. Kroger is a chain, a small chain of grocery stores, but they don't sell a lot of like they're not like Target where they have like a lot of electronics and books and movies and stuff. At this point, their book selection was just mass market paperback erotica. I swear to you. And the fact that they were hosting a Harry Potter book midnight release was kind of crazy, but I like begged my mom. I was like, Mom, can we go to this Harry Potter release party? Like, it's all I want. It's the last book in the series. I gotta experience it. And so my mom, my sister, and I packed ourselves up, and we went to we went on an epic road trip. It was 5 minutes away, but we get there, and it's in like really close to like the frozen food and like dairy section, like the refrigerated food section, and they set up like couches, and they had a TV like playing Harry Potter movies, but they only had Goblet of Fire playing. Like, they didn't have anyone like willing to change the movies. Goblet of Fire was just on a never-ending loop, and they acted like there was gonna be like snacks and things there. They had like Oreos and Hawaiian Punch just sitting out for us. We like counted down for the book to come out, and I remember going home and just staying up all night, just reading Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And that summer was probably one of the more fun summers of my childhood, because I was one of the first people out of anyone that I knew that got Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows like first. Like, I was in it. I attribute half of who I am as a person to Harry Potter, and I have so many memories of just everything that Harry Potter has done for me. Obviously, like, Harry Potter is always going to be a part of my permanent being. I love that books are able to impact us so greatly and are able to leave such a lasting impression on us, and I just think it's a beautiful thing. I think books are beautiful, and I think that I love being able to, I don't know, communicate with other readers and being able to share our experiences and how these books affect us and how these books do so much for us. I just like it a whole bunch. I don't know. I just love books a whole lot, I guess. That's it. That's all I got. All right. Dang it.
What?
Day 7. Take a shelfie. I'm at John's, and what that means is I'm not with my shelves. So I'm gonna cheat and just take a picture that John took of me at Barnes & Noble yesterday. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I hit 200 subscribers!
That's awesome, huh?
That's so exciting! I'm at 201!
That's amazing, Annie.
201 Dalmatians! I'm so excited. Alright. We're posted. I posted my final Instagram photo for Booktube-A-Thon. I had a very long day at work, very tired, I have a headache. I think I'm going to take a small little nap, and then I'm going to wake up and read all night. But I'm so excited. Thank you so much to everyone who has watched these vlogs and has just contributed to Booktube-A-Thon, who has interacted on Twitter and on Instagram and all that stuff. Thank you so much to Ariel for creating such a wonderful readathon for us all to come together as a community. The Booktube community is probably like the best community on YouTube. It's nap time. It is nap time. And then I'm gonna read The Hate You Give, as much of it as I can before, I say before midnight, but realistically before 11:30, because that's the latest that John and I can stay up. Thank you so much for all of you that support me and that watch my videos and that deal with my lameness on a consistent basis. I'm so appreciative. Thank you to and welcome to all of you new subscribers. Since the Booktube-A-Thon started, I gained like 50 of you. That's amazing, and that is not a small feat by any means. Thank you. Welcome to MorgyyReads. I hope you enjoy your stay. We have limitless amounts of coffee and all of the books and all of the good vibes and stuff. And it's super cool. And I'm so glad to have you. And I hope that you enjoy my little lame nook here on the booktubes. Would it be a Booktube-A-Thon video if I wasn't wearing some form of tie-dye? So it's over. Booktube-A-Thon's over. I fell asleep. So I finished that last vlog check-in and I read until I just couldn't read anymore and I fell asleep. So this is my wrap-up. So to start off the Booktube-A-Thon, I read The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This was for the challenge, read a book in one day, but I decided to double up and put this as read a hyped book as well. And I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. This follows our main character, Charlie, who is writing to an anonymous friend throughout the book all about his first year of high school because he was nervous about it. And the story is really vague, but it still packs a punch, and I really enjoyed this one. I think that it was great representation of mental illness. It's understandable why this book is so hyped and why this book is so well loved, not just on BookTube, but in just the realm of reading. I'm really glad that I finally read this one. And then I read Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson for the challenge Read a Book with a Person on the Cover. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. This follows Emily, who has always had her friend Sloane ever since she moved into town, and she's kind of used Sloane as a way to get her out of her comfort zone and to be the one to be the more outgoing friend because she isn't an outgoing person. And then Sloane disappears without a trace. Her phone is shut off. She isn't talking to Emily. She just leaves behind a list of 13 things that she wants Emily to do. So Emily teams up with 3 other people. They become this like group of unlikely friends, and she completes the items on this list in hopes that it will bring Sloane back to her or that she'll be able to find her. It's a YA contemporary, so obviously a love story happens throughout this book somehow. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the side characters much more than I enjoyed Emily or Sloane. I felt like Sloane started to become something of a manic pixie dream girl for Emily, and I have a lot of feelings about this book. I'll link my Goodreads review in the description because my Goodreads review is real thorough. For the final full book that I completed, I read The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, and I loved it. This was for the challenge Read a Book That You Bought Because of the Cover. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This follows our main character, Mikey, and he's just trying to get through his senior year of high school with his friends Jared and Henna and his sister Mel. But it's really hard when the indie kids are always getting chosen for these big stories and always end up having to blow up the school or fight vampires or something. It's all about while this bigger story is going on, there are people that are just trying to get through their day-to-day life, and I thought it was beautiful. This has really great mental illness representation. Mikey has OCD and his sister Mel is recovering from an eating disorder. I thought that this book was absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if you can tell, but I tabbed the heck out of this book. I loved it oh so much. 5 out of 5 stars. I haven't written my review yet, but when I do, it'll be linked in the description. And then I read a couple pages here and there of other books. I meant to read this book outside, but I never found a time to be outside for longer than like a few minutes. So it's silly, but I'm counting it. I read 7 pages of Percy Jackson, The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan when I was in Cincinnati, and I found time outside. So yeah. 7 pages of this one. And then I read 75 pages of The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I'm really enjoying this so far. This is what my tab situation is looking like for this one. I think I did 4 of the reading challenges. I read 3 books. I read a total of 1,061 pages this week, which is so great considering I was vlogging, running around, editing and uploading every single day. This was so much fun. Thank you so much to everyone who watched any of my videos, who talked to me on Twitter, who participated in the readathon. This was so much fun. I hope you all did really great. Link your videos in the comments so I can watch your videos and see how you guys did during Booktube-A-Thon. I'm going to be binge watching Booktube-A-Thon vlogs basically all day to wind down from those 7 days of reading. But thank you so much. Thank you so much to Ariel Bissett for creating such a wonderful readathon for us all to take part in. I had so much fun. I can't wait until next Booktube-A-Thon. But until then, my name is Morgan. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and happy reading. Okay, bye!